This is the situation of my car. Even this spring tension.
You hear that? Himalayan or Interceptor? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope everyone's keeping well. Yeah, so I know the situation is not going good in India. I hope everyone recovers well. My own personal, very good, close people are going through COVID. In fact, not one, not two, plenty of them. So I hope everyone recovers. I've started my fitness also. There were a lot of requests about Let's Go Raj to start. I have made some videos. If you want that, please comment down below. But today's video is all about my motorcycle. Let me tell you the story. Well, quickly talking about my Interceptor story. Very simple. Obviously, I'm not riding it due to the lockdown in Mumbai. In fact, now I think the lockdown will be applicable all around India. It's actually mandatory the way it's going, or we get vaccinated. There are not much choices left. Anyways, this video is not about COVID. Long back, I had put a story on Instagram that there are some marks on my engine. They only come at the corner space. And they're literally like, these bubbles all around. Only on the engine casing corner. That's where I get the mark. Cutting the story short, for the first time I could not find the problem why it's coming there.
Now that I clean this area, it's back here.
First I thought it's a faulty metal or something like that. Some of my homies actually messaged me that is cat piss. Yeah, cat piss has so much of acid, and basically someone even messaged that it's a male piss, and they mark their territory. And yes, there are a lot of cats around my bike, so I'm gonna actually polish that today. Secondly, my returning cable is so jammed. Now my cruise control is confirmed. If I really put the throttle down, it stays like.
Could be even this spring tension, which is supposed to go inside the coil and then suppress and return back the cable. That's the mechanism. So I'm going to put WD-40 here. You don't need to actually open the throttle body. These marks, I didn't do this. ये stock ही मेरे को मिला था. मैंने अपने वीडियो में capture किया है. I got these marks from day one. So basically I can spray right from here. That's why this throttle body is open from here. You don't need to open this if you want to, but if you want to change the cables, obviously then you need to work on it.
And that background noise is permanent. There's a lot of work happening next to my building. That was also one of the reasons I was not vlogging, is because of that noise next to my building. Heavy construction work on the terrace. People also advised me to put tobacco or some Vicks Vapor Up or some Iodex or some balm around my motorcycle because cats don't like that smell. I was creating a lot of parts for this motorcycle, including some luggage stays which are exclusive. In fact, the prototype is ready. The only thing is we've not installed it on my motorcycle is because of the lockdown. The garage is also ready. Rakshit is also ready, whom I'm actually making these parts. So before we talk about the Himalayan Interceptor, आ जाते हैं हमारे cleaning kit पे. Every biker should make a kit. मैंने बहुत पहले, long back, I'd done a video about this. Making your own kit is very, very important. As you can see, all my product. This product required is WD-40, chain lube. Currently, I'm using the chain lube by Royal Enfield. Metal polish, especially for cat piss. So this is gonna go off. I use liquid wax. You guys already know I use it for the paint parts. And my sprinkler gun is not required because I am using another spray to clean my bike. Now the main question is Interceptor 650 a touring motorcycle? So the thing is, no, it's not actually a touring motorcycle. This is a roadster. Just because it has a beautiful 650cc parallel twin engine doesn't mean this is a touring motorcycle. But yes, you can make it up to your choice, and that's what Royal Enfield DNA is all about. So let me give you an instance. Bajaj Dominar 400 is also not a touring motorcycle. Alright, it is actually a naked cruiser, but you can enhance it the way you want it so that you can tour over it comfortably. That's the whole plan. This is how people used to back then on Classic or any of the Royal Enfield store. And that's why Royal Enfield actually made a motorcycle called the Himalayan. So if you're into hardcore touring, you should buy the Himalayan. And the reason I'm talking about this in my vlog is the maximum questions on my DM are, Himalayan or Interceptor. And initially I was like, how are they actually trying to compare this? This is a kind of adventure, off-roaderish motorcycle, which is the Himalayan and the BS6 variant, and Interceptor 650, hard kill, smooth engine, refined. And then I'm like, okay, no, now I understand why these questions came. Because as a buyer, if I am planning to tour India or a lot of places which has a lot of kacha rasta or off-road or whatever you want to call it, then I would definitely like to go for the Himalayan. But the problem is, I love the looks of the Interceptor 650. I love the engine of the Interceptor 650. What's happening? Why does the Meteor get all the touring specs? Well, Meteor is the enhanced Thunderbird variant made for south of India. That's what I feel. And why I say south of India is because they are the maximum buyers of this motorcycle. All right. And I'm sure that's the reason maybe the 650 cruiser variant is coming up. So people who want to go for power and performance will go for that cruiser. I have done a podcasty video on this bit, so you can check that out. If the motorcycle's being tested, means definitely it's gonna come. You know, that's what I think. I can't quote anything because, in fact, nobody can quote anything about the 650 cruiser. There are a few videos which says that there are new names to it. So you can check that on other channels, but I'm not too sure about that. If you put a upright bar or if you put risers, put a visor in front to deflect the wind, if you put a nice seat like Sahara seat, what I've put on my motorcycle, which I'm currently removed it. If you put these things on your motorcycle, your Interceptor is decent enough to do easy around 600-700 kilometers a day. And that's how we make it touring. Not talking about the tires, the shocks, nothing actually matches the touring specs, right? For example, the front forks. That's one thing in my video I've clearly mentioned that I was not happy or satisfied with this motorcycle when it comes to front forks. The reason is it's very hard and you can actually feel the weight. So when you're doing a big ditch, it's not a good sign. And that's the reason a lot of people even went further to mod that. Story in short is very simple, that Interceptor is a versatile motorcycle. It's your everyday bike kind of a thing, but it is not your commuter also, right? You can't expect a 650cc which is giving a decent average for the cubic capacity and the power and torque. It's in a nutshell, expectation versus reality. Do not take Interceptor 650 as your touring motorcycle, but yes, it could be a motorcycle which can take you away anywhere you want to go. So for example, if you've planned a trip in a year because of your work that, hey, I'm gonna do Ladakh once or Manali once, you'll have to do a lot of changes to it. And I confidently talk about it because I have tubeless tires now. Yes, I've put alloys and I've done more than 2000 kilometers on it. So I feel pretty confident because I did get some punctures and it was pretty this in my video, but it was sorted. I was not stuck somewhere pulling a 200 kilo motorcycle, which you would not do, right, on a tube tire. Interceptor 650 is actually historic, all right? It is very much from the cult. If you see in history, same way the classic, the GT535, all were made. And now we have two breeds of it, and that's why they're called the twins. That is the GT650 and the Interceptor 650. I'm glad that I have the Interceptor 650. I make it into a cafe racer when I'm in city. You guys have seen my video. If not, check that out. Otherwise, I put the Interceptor 650 in a touring mode so that I can roam around. If you've not seen my Goa videos, with this alloy setup, I have done the entire ride and I did fall into a lot of ditch. Please watch those videos. You'll get a proper idea about it. I am not making a biased video, or this is not a sponsored video that I'm talking about it. I own this motorcycle and that's why I'm sharing my thoughts about it. A lot of questions that should I buy the Himalayan and should I buy the Interceptor 650. Initially, I did not understand the comparison. I'm like, hey, if you're a tourer, obviously you'll go for Himalayan. And if you are a guy who goes once in a while or maybe once in a month for touring, I think Interceptor 650, you can manage it both ways. So this is what I was feeling, but now I realize what people need is the power of 650, the feel of 650, the refined engine of 650, and a bike like the Himalayan, which can take you anywhere. Can you hear that? Hundreds of crows attacking. Anyways, cutting the story short, I hope you guys like this quick video I did about a chat, especially with all the questions about Himalayan. Actually, the topic is so deep that I'll need to make series about it. Comment down below, that's very important, so that I can draft my next video. If you have such technical queries, whatever I can answer. Hope you guys like this video. See you soon with a new one, and yes, vlogs are back. Bye.
This is the situation of my car. As you can see, totally screwed. And right now, there was a cat hiding inside.